Yeah. What's the worst case scenario? Plan out in your head how it's all gonna go. So you think you got it covered, but there's always something new that you discover you've not thought about. You can never figure out.
What's good, besties? It's your girl Angie back with another video. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Click that subscribe button. So today is kind of like a little life update. I asked you guys some Q&A questions, what y'all want to know from me. Obviously I'm pregnant. Everything about me is changing as time goes on. So I have some of you guys questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Lena_99. Honestly, before I even get into the questions that you guys asked me, let me guys give you a little rundown on me, how I've been feeling. I am 27 weeks pregnant, so I have about like 13 more weeks to go, I believe. Hold on, let me check my app. Yeah, so I have 13 weeks to go, y'all, and the time is coming. Like, it is almost, you know, grind time. I gotta like settle down and nest mode and all that, mentally prepare myself to have 2 babies, like 2 girls, you know, like I have Ocean and then I'm gonna have a newborn. And I feel like honestly this pregnancy has flew by for me, just for the simple fact that I haven't been so focused on it because I'm already a mother. So all of my attention really goes to her, or working on our channels and like, you know, just doing house stuff that I have to do daily. But lately it has been getting a little harder for me as far as just, you know, like the exhaustion part, being in pain, feeling drained and having no energy. And then, you know, I kind of beat myself up. I feel like I'm really hard on myself because it's like I have a daughter and I'm like, man, like she's still so little. Like I don't want to just be here laying on the couch and just having her play, do whatever. Like I want to be interacting with her and playing with her. So I be like, you know, beating myself up about that. And then just being consistent on our channels, you know, like YouTube is a job. So I be trying to stay consistent and make sure I'm doing what needs to be done. So it has been a little hard physically and mentally, because it's like a feeling like, man, I'm so exhausted, but I don't want to be. Like I want to be up, I want to do stuff, I want to get things done. Like I'm still so young, but you know, it's almost over. I have like, you know, literally 2 months left, and I'm praying these next 2 months bye y'all, because I'm actually really ready for her to be here already. I'm ready to be done. You know, this is my last pregnancy. I don't plan on getting pregnant anymore. Me and King, we don't plan on having any more kids. After this, I'm a mom. I've accepted it. You know, my life has drastically changed from when I met King to now, and it's gonna change even more with having 2 daughters, a family, and just everything else. So I've accepted the fact that I'm a mom right now, but I do want to, over the next, you know, couple years, figure out what's the next step for me as an individual, as a person, you know, because I did have plans back then and stuff. And I think, you know, life is more than just being a mom. Like I want to be a mom, obviously. I want to be a great mom, be there for my kids, but I also want to have something going for me, something to accomplish, something to feel good about again. I've accomplished so much at a young age, but I'm still young and I still want to accomplish a lot more things. And I know God has a plan, and I trust him, and I walk in faith all the time, and I believe, and I don't know, I know God has a plan. So let's get into these questions that you guys asked me. Some of these were interesting, really good. I can't wait to talk about them. The first one is, are you nervous to be a mom of 2? Of course I'm nervous. Like I'm so nervous. And in the beginning, when I first found out I was pregnant again, I was really emotional because I'm like, man, like Ocean won't be my only baby no more. Like, you know, like there's gonna be 2. I'm gonna have to share my love. I never want her to feel less love. You know, my firstborn, my first girl. Like I was in my head a lot, but I just know as a mom, it'll come naturally and easily that they'll feel my love, and they'll have so much love for each other that they won't need all my attention because they'll be occupying each other. But as far as like juggling everything, I am nervous, but I'm happy that Ocean is getting older so she can be more helpful as she gets older, and the baby's a little younger. They're 2 years apart, so the baby will be a little younger. But other than that, I have a good team. You know, me and King, we're a really good team, and I feel like it'll come easy, it'll come naturally. And you know, I know Ocean's gonna be a great big sister, so she's gonna be very helpful. She's gonna be entertaining her little sister. It'll be better. Like I don't know, a lot of people say having 2 kids is better because they can just entertain each other, and honestly Ocean's here a lot of the time by herself, so it just really depends on me and King to entertain her. Another question is, do you ever feel like quitting being an influencer? Is it sometimes overwhelming? Yes, it is very overwhelming sometimes, you know, just always having to think of like what's next, and you know, just putting it's kind of like we open up our life. Like I feel like I've opened up my life and I'm so vulnerable to a lot of you guys. Like anybody who watches this, especially on my channel, I feel like I became very vulnerable. It's like a connection that I feel like I have with a lot of my supporters that watch me and support me. And you know, I read you guys DMs, I read the messages, I read the comments. I be liking all the comments, you know? So like I'm very in tune to what you guys are saying and you know, the people that support me. So sometimes it's a little weird and overwhelming because I'm like, man, I'm so vulnerable with you guys. Like you guys know who I am and I wish I could get to know you guys. That aspect, yes, it's overwhelming. And then like, you know, I don't ever feel like quitting, but I know that this isn't something I see myself doing forever. So I know that there's more out there for me and I'm very blessed and thankful for this. I want to still do more in life. Another question is, how does this pregnancy differ from the last one as far as health, mental, and craving? This pregnancy has been super different. It's been more exhausting. It's been more exhausting. As far as cravings, I was just telling King this, like, I feel like I don't crave anything. Like, I don't, like, he'll be like, what you want for dinner? I'm like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even want to eat dinner. Like, I don't be wanting, like, food like that. Like, it'll be like, I'll have my days where I'm, like, you know, snacking on stuff. But reality, like, I haven't had cravings. I haven't, yeah, as far as, like, the food-wise, I feel like, honestly, I haven't been eating as much as I really should be eating. My body feels more in pain, but that's because I have a toddler. So I'm, like, picking her up. I'm dealing with her in the house. I'm more active in that sense. But lately, I've been a little bit more tired. So I've been trying to relax and let my body, you know, create this baby and give my body ease. It's important to listen to your body. So I feel like I've been trying to listen to my body and not force it on myself if I'm like really tired. Just trying to listen to my body. That's been hard. I wouldn't say it's just been hard. I just feel like it's just been a different pregnancy. With Ocean, it was a little bit more easier. I could relax more. I was hungrier. I will say that with Ocean, I was way more hungrier. Oh my God, I wanted everything. Anything I saw, I had to get it. And I was getting it. King was buying it for me. But this pregnancy, I haven't really, you know, been caring for certain foods. Like, yeah, there hasn't really been anything that I'm like, oh my God, I really need this. Like, I really want this. I will say, I feel like my belly expanded really quick this time. Whereas for Ocean, I feel like around this time I was a little bit smaller in the belly, but my face was more chunkier. And this time, my face isn't really that chunky, but my stomach is more bigger. But they say that's normal your second time around because your belly's already expanded, so it expands quicker. And I haven't really been gaining a lot of weight, thank God. But I know the last 2 months, it's gonna come. They said the next question is, why doesn't King's family help you out? Y'all, there is no issues. King's family lives all the way in Baton Rouge and everybody has a life. Same way my mom can't be here constantly and, you know, my sister can't be here, is the same way his family can't be here. And they're here. They're just, a lot of stuff don't get recorded and things of that nature, but they all have jobs. They all are, you know, older and have their own life. Like, I don't expect nobody to come here and just take care of my kid because I want it, like, you know, or whenever I need. Like, I understand people have their own life. Same thing with my mom. Like, my mom's been to Texas one time. Like, I've been to Rhode Island more than she's been to Texas. And that's because she has a life. It's expensive to travel. Not a lot of people can travel like that. And people have jobs and people, yeah, people have their own life going on, which is understandable. The next question is, have I ever cried about something that was said about me on social media? Yes. I feel like at one point I was like, man, it was just a feeling that was just like, I can't change these people's mind. They've already made up this decision about me in their head. And it was just like, I remember I would feel sad because I'm like, man, I'm not that person these people paint me to be. Like, obviously it wouldn't be like a like a boo-hoo cry. It would just be like a frustration cry that I was like being painted as something that I never was. So that's like the only time I feel like I've ever cried about anything on social media, or just like, you know, just like everything I would do at one point it was like a problem, or people would just always nitpick at me, and I'm like, yo, like, I'm not that person. Another question is, have I ever dated a Latino? Do I prefer African Americans now? Yes, I've actually had 2 Spanish boyfriends when I was younger. And then when I had went to college is when I started dating African Americans. And it was like kind of like my first time more so. I feel like where I'm from, there's a lot of Spanish people. So in Providence, there's all different cultures. There's all different minorities, cultures, and all things like that. When I had went to college, it was way more of that. And then I was like, you know, Once you go black, you never go back. Another question somebody asked is, why did I move in with King so fast? What was it about him that I trusted? To be honest, I don't know. I feel like when you're in that stage of feeling in love and like butterflies and everything, I mean, it probably wasn't like, I wouldn't say it was the worst thing to do because I'm in a great situation and we have a great relationship and it's been nothing but good for like the past 3 years. I don't know. I had originally not planned on moving in, to be honest. But when I had got pregnant, I was like, why would I, like, I'm pregnant with your kid. I'm not gonna live all the way here in Baton Rouge and you live all the way here in Texas. And we spend time with each other. It's not like we were sneaky links, nothing like that. We wanted to be around each other. So the only thing that made sense was me going, you know, to where he lived and staying there, because I wasn't gonna be pregnant by myself in Baton Rouge and just coming over to visit and stuff. So yeah, that was like something we had mutually agreed on. You know, looking back, obviously it's a little crazy, like moving in that quick, getting pregnant, but I feel like everything happens for a reason. I can't sit here and be like, why did I do that? How did I do that? You know, like, it happened for a reason. I went with my gut feeling. I went with my heart. We both did. It turned out to be a great situation. Me and him have a really, really strong relationship. There's never been a point where it was just super rocky. We've been through stuff already together that made us even stronger. And yeah, I feel like you just have to, I don't know, I'm a person that just follows my heart. Like, I just follow what feels right. And I feel like everything about our situation felt right. Everything about it felt right. Him, everything. Like, when I first met him, even the first day I met him, I was like, I know, like, I just know this is something. Like, the way we just were so gentle and soft with each other, it was like different. Yeah, cringe. That was so cringy. So the next question is, are you planning on moving in the future as your family is expanding? You know, I would love to. And I feel like this really been on my mind from being back home and just being around my family and, you know, my nieces, my cousins and stuff like that. Like, I would love to be closer to my family. I would love that. I feel like anybody wants that once they move and have a kid. You want to be closer to your family, your support system, the people that you trust the most, the people that will show up to events for your kid. Like, I want to be close to that. I want to be close to the family aspect, to my kid not missing out on, you know, titis and Grammys and grandpies and cousins and, you know, like, things of that. I don't want her to miss out on that. And she doesn't have a lot of that out here. You know, obviously King's family is out here, but even he doesn't, you know, there's not like, she doesn't have little cousins. She has nobody her age, like, around here. Whereas back home I have kids that are her age and, you know, just that. Of course, I would want to move closer to my mom. Do I ever see myself moving back to Rhode Island? No, I don't see myself moving back to Rhode Island. I could see myself moving closer to wherever my mom lives. Not probably in the same state, but just like a couple hours away where I could drive to her, she could drive to me. I'm really close to my mom. I feel like my mom is my best friend. I talk to her every single day on FaceTime. Like, I would love to be close to her, and, you know, mom's staying here forever, so I would want Ocean to have the love of my mom that I've had. If that makes sense. Obviously it's up in the air. You know, we have things out here that tie us down, and, you know, I like Texas. I don't love it because of the heat. You know, I like it for the right reasons. I love the houses out here. I love how big it is. I love that we're in our own little, like, community, our own atmosphere, our own peace, space. So it's something that's in the air, and I have been thinking about it a lot because I'm about to have another baby. So I'm like, I don't know, family is important, and it does take a village to raise a kid. You know, I don't know. There's things that I had young that I want Ocean to have. Like, I grew up with my cousins and my aunts and stuff like that. Ocean won't be able to grow up with that. She'll only have us, Kaiser, and, you know, her sister and stuff. She won't be able to, like, grow up going to, like, family events. Like, you know, I haven't spent Christmas with my mom in like 3 years. I haven't spent Thanksgiving with her in like 3 years. So it's like, you know, it's just like those events that I miss that you're supposed to be around family for. The next question is, what's next for you outside of mom mode? To be honest, I don't know. I don't know. And this is something I've been thinking about. You know, I have obviously options. I have things that I want to do, things in mind, but I'm not so sure yet. Like, I don't know what will work. I feel like I'm kind of just going with the flow. I'm in a blessed position where I can kind of just kick my feet up and be a mom, but obviously there's more to life. There's more that I want for my life, and I'm not like opposed to, you know, my original dream was to be a cop. And do I think I could be a cop now? No, but I'm not opposed to getting like an actual job, you know, just to get back out there. I feel like I'm always home. I'm always secluded from like life and people, and it's hard for me to make friends at my age because I work from home and with my family all the time. A lot of people say it's a blessing, but truthfully, I miss working. I miss having a job. Like, I mean, I work and stuff, but I miss actually going somewhere, making like coworker friends, and I don't know, I don't know where Exactly, I see myself, but I see myself doing more. That's it for this video, y'all. Make sure y'all like it, comment, share, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, you know, like pregnancy wise, missing my mom, missing family, missing back home. Would I move? Don't know, probably, maybe not. I'll catch y'all in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave comments down below. Love y'all.